What is going on, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we have to talk about something absolutely insane that just went down on SmackDown, November 8th, 2024. Mark that date down, because it's a night that will forever be etched in WWE history. We just witnessed one of the most shocking, brutal, and personal attacks in recent memory. Kevin Owens just took out Randy Orton with a piledriver. Yes, you heard that right. A piledriver. The arena was absolutely electric tonight, buzzing with an energy you could just feel through the screen. But nobody, and I mean nobody, could have predicted the sheer carnage that was about to unfold. For weeks, we've seen this rivalry simmering. Kevin Owens, boiling over with rage, has been constantly disrespected and overlooked by the self-proclaimed legend killer, Randy Orton. The Viper has been in KO's head, playing his signature mind games, hitting him with sneak attacks and cutting promos that were just dripping with venom. But Owens, as we all know, is not a man who backs down. He made a promise. He promised he would make Randy Orton pay for everything. And tonight, he didn't just keep that promise, he shattered it into a million pieces. From the moment the segment started, you knew something was different. Orton's entrance was classic Viper, slow, methodical, oozing with that trademark arrogance. You could practically see the smirk on his face from the cheap seats. But then came Kevin Owens. He didn't walk out like he was coming for a chat. He marched down that ramp like a man heading into war, and the second he stepped into that ring and stood face to face with Orton, the atmosphere changed. This wasn't just a promo segment anymore. This was deeply, deeply personal. Orton, of course, grabbed the mic first and started running his mouth, mocking Owens for being too emotional, for not being cut out for Legends territory. He called himself the measuring stick of WWE, the gatekeeper of greatness. But Owens was having none of it. With pure fire in his eyes, he snatched the mic and fired back with a line that sent the crowd into a frenzy. "You might be the legend killer, Randy, but tonight, I'm the man who ends you." And that was it. The tension snapped. Before you could even blink, words turned into fists. Orton threw the first punch, but Owens exploded back with a level of fury I haven't seen from him in years. The sound of their punches echoed through the arena. Security guards swarmed the ring, trying to separate them, but it was useless. They were two forces of nature colliding. Chairs started flying, the announce table was shattered, and the entire audience was on its feet, chanting, "Fight Owens, fight," at the top of their lungs. Orton, ever the cunning strategist, tried to slither away and escape the chaos, but Owens was relentless. He dragged Orton back into the ring, and what followed was an all-out, no-holds-barred brawl. There were no rules, no restraint, just pure, unfiltered rage. Just when it looked like Owens had complete control, the chaos took a turn. Orton, the veteran that he is, found a small opening. He caught Owens and hit that vintage, picture-perfect hanging DDT, driving KO's face hard into the mat. The crowd let out a collective gasp. For a second, you could feel everyone thinking, "Okay, that's it. Orton weathered the storm." But Kevin Owens wasn't done. Not by a long shot. He pulled himself up, blood trickling from his lip, and the glare he gave Orton was that of a man completely possessed. This is where it gets crazy. Orton saw his chance. He started coiling, stalking Owens, setting up for the RKO. The crowd was roaring, sensing the end was near. Orton leaped. The RKO was in midair, but in a shocking counter, Owens caught him. He caught him out of nowhere. The crowd absolutely erupted. Owens, with incredible strength, hoisted Orton up and turned the RKO attempt into a thunderous, ring-shaking powerbomb. But he wasn't finished. Revenge wasn't enough. Owens rolled out of the ring and grabbed a steel chair. He wanted to make a statement that no one would ever forget. The referee was pleading with him, begging him to stop, but KO's eyes were glazed over with rage. He was in a different zone. Orton was crawling on the mat, gasping for air, completely defenseless. But the relentless prizefighter was just getting started. And then it happened. The moment that sent absolute shockwaves through the entire WWE universe. Kevin Owens stood tall in the center of the ring, the steel chair forgotten, staring down at the broken Viper. He grabbed the microphone and yelled, "You think you're untouchable, Randy? Let's see you survive this." He hooked Orton's head, lifted him high into the air, and then, boom! A devastating piledriver driving Orton's head straight into the canvas. The impact was sickening. The crowd went from roaring to a state of stunned, chaotic disbelief. The commentators were screaming, completely losing their minds. Randy Orton lay motionless, not even twitching. Medical staff immediately rushed to the ring as Owens, breathing heavily, knelt beside Orton with a look of both pure fury and grim satisfaction. The commentators' voices trembled as they openly questioned if Randy Orton was seriously injured, if we had just witnessed a career-ending move. Owens stood over his fallen rival, screamed, "I told you not to mess with me," dropped the mic with a thud, and walked away as his music hit, a chilling soundtrack of victory and destruction. The chaos didn't stop there. Backstage, the cameras caught Owens storming through the hallway. Officials tried to get a word with him, but he just blew past everyone. Finally, he stopped, looked dead into the camera, and said with ice in his veins, "I warned him. I warned everyone. Kevin Owens doesn't play games. I finish them." That one line sent a shiver down my spine. Meanwhile, Randy Orton was taken out of the arena on a stretcher, his future in WWE now completely uncertain. As you can imagine, social media absolutely exploded. Hashtags like "Chew Kevin Owens," "Jesus Piledriver," and "Randy Orton injury" were trending worldwide within minutes. The WWE universe is completely divided. Some fans are praising Owens, saying he finally gave Orton a taste of his own medicine. Others are calling it an act of pure, unnecessary brutality, saying he went way too far. WWE officials have since announced that Orton is undergoing immediate medical evaluation, leaving us all to wonder if this attack will sideline the Viper indefinitely. But one thing is for certain: Kevin Owens has just sent the loudest, clearest message possible. No one, not even a legend like Randy Orton, is safe from his wrath. This wasn't just another segment. This was a statement. A warning shot fired across the entire roster. We have just witnessed the rebirth of the most dangerous version of Kevin Owens we have ever seen. And as SmackDown went off the air tonight, one chilling question lingered in everyone's mind. If he can do that to Randy Orton, who in the world is next? What an absolutely insane night. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Did Owens go too far? Or was this exactly what needed to happen? Make sure to hit that like button if you're as shocked as I am, and subscribe for more updates on this massive story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.